My dear students of class 7 ABC, I hope you all will be very fine, healthy, and happy, and will be safe inside your house, will be enjoying a lot at the same time, and will be studying also. My dear friends, I consider that this is a very crucial time period, very difficult time period from where we are passing by. But there is no other way. We'll have to face this situation ultimately. So, what is our main duty? Along with enjoying, we should study also. We should try to read something, we should try to know something new that is important for us about our syllabus, about our curriculum. We should try to follow all the guideline what the teachers are telling to us about the education for the contemporary class. So, yesterday I was telling you new kings and kingdoms. New kings and kingdoms. It means in this particular chapter we are discussing about new local rulers, about new kingdoms, about new dynasties that were available at that time. So at the same time we are trying to understand the famous dynasties of South India. We studied little bit about Satavahanas. We studied little bit about Cholas. Okay. So yesterday we were discussing about types of land also. Brahmadeya, then Vilang Vagai. Okay. Then Shal Bhoga. So all these things are important. These are the type of, I mean, these are the type of lands that we find here. Okay. So today we would like to see inscriptions, inscription and text. Again the question comes, sir, what do you mean by inscription? Again, now a new word has come for us. So in a very simple way, I would like to define it that any writing that is available on any matter, matter means subsistence, like some metal, like some stone, like some wood, okay, like some wall, like some pillar, any writing that is available on some solid substance. See, a thing that is written on copy or paper is not an inscription. Please this thing in your mind. A writing that is available on your notebook or textbook is not is not an inscription. Then what do you mean by inscription? Inscription means anything written on some metal or on some solid matter like stone or soil or wood. That is called inscription. Okay, any text that is written, any written text available on some solid matter, solid substance like stone, like wood, like some metal, okay, or soil is called inscription. And the another word is text. Text means written document. Written document of what? A written document available on some paper or some cloth, okay, is called text. Who could be a member of Sabha? Now we are discussing about the Uttar Merur inscription of Cholas dynasty. So in this inscription, in this page, it has been beautifully described that who can be a member of a Sabha. Again we have to remember that what is Sabha. Sabha was a, organization. Sabha was a kind of assembly, okay, that was divided into different kind of subcommittees, and those committees were responsible for the welfare of a ur and this one Nadu, okay, ur and Nadu. So those sabha and those subcommittees were responsible for the development of Ur and Nadu. So in this particular inscription, it has been clearly described that what do we mean by sabha, and what are the prior, conditions, prior what's a requirement for being a member of sabha. So all those who wish to become a member of the sabha should be owners of land. Underline, the first condition of becoming a member of a sabha is that a particular person should be the master, the owner, okay, the proprietor of a land. On what kind of land? A land from where some revenue is collected. Okay, some infertile type land will not be considerable, but any land from where some revenue is collected, so that land can be, it means owners of land can become, owners of land from where some tax is collected can easily become a member of sabha. What is second desirable qualification for being a member of sabha? That they should have their own homes. Okay, apart from having some part of land, a person should also have his own house. Third is, they should be between 35 and 70 years of age. Now see, if we conduct any election right now, suppose there is an election of class monitor in your class, then we have some clear cut instructions that so and so capability or qualities having persons will only become the monitor of the class. For example, the person who comes regular in the class will be the monitor. अनदर क्वालिफिकेशन हम लोग इस तरह की सर्कमस्टेंसेस रखते हैं कि नहीं? जब भी हम लोग मॉनिटर का इलेक्शन कंडक्ट कराते हैं क्लास में, तब हम लोग इस तरह की चीज़ें रख देते हैं क्या, कि जो भी लड़का डेली आएगा उसको क्लास मॉनिटर बनाया जाएगा, जिस लड़के का परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा होगा पढ़ाई में उसको हम क्लास मॉनिटर बनाएंगे, जिस स्टूडेंट की ड्रेसिंग सेंस अच्छी होगी उसको हम क्लास मॉनिटर बनाएंगे, जो डिसेंट होगा बात करने में उसको हम क्लास मॉनिटर बनाएंगे। ठीक है ना? तो हम लोग भी यहाँ सर्कमस्टेंसेस रख देते हैं। ठीक है ना? तो ऐसी ही कंडीशन बेटा उस अपने देश के प्राइम मिनिस्टर के इलेक्शन के बारे में सोचिए। 5 सालों पर हमारे देश के प्रधानमंत्री का चुनाव किया जाता है और प्राइम मिनिस्टर इज इलेक्टेड once in 5 years. So there are also some requirement of being the prime minister of India. For example, his age should not be less than 25 years. Second priority is he should be the citizen of India. Number 3, he should be eligible of being a member of Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. I mean a member of parliament. Okay, he should not be considered bankrupt from any bank or any economic institution of India. तो इस तरह के कुछ क्वालिफिकेशन होनी चाहिए। तो उस समय भी बेटा इस तरह की क्वालिफिकेशन वहाँ भी थी। अगर सभा मीन्स जो गांव के विकास के लिए, डेवलपमेंट के लिए जो भी एक इंस्टीट्यूशन, एक बॉडी काम कर रही है बेटा, उसको हम लोग सभा कहते थे। ठीक है ना? तो उसको सभा का मेंबर बनने के लिए कुछ उन्होंने शर्तें रखी थी। कहाँ? चोल राजाओं ने सभा का मेंबर बनने के लिए कुछ नियम बना रखे थे। क्या रूल्स थे? कि वही व्यक्ति, अच्छा ये सब डिस्क्रिप्शन आपको कहाँ से मिलता है? फ्रॉम हेयर यू ऑल गेट ऑल दिस काइंड ऑफ डिस्क्रिप्शन, वी गेट द इंफॉर्मेशन अबाउट ऑल दीज थिंग्स from an inscription available at उत्तर मेरूर। ओके, उत्तर मेरूर कर्नाटक में एक जगह है, वहाँ चोला डायनेस्टी, सॉरी तमिलनाडु में एक जगह है, वहाँ चोला डायनेस्टी के लोगों ने इस इंस्क्रिप्शन को बनवाया था और उसमें मेंशन किया है। तो पहली शर्त क्या है? कि उसके पास अपनी खुद की ज़मीन होनी चाहिए। नंबर दूसरी शर्त क्या है? कि उसका अपना घर होना चाहिए। नंबर तीसरी शर्त क्या है? कि उसकी उम्र 35 ईयर से कम नहीं और 70 ईयर से ज़्यादा नहीं होनी चाहिए। ठीक है ना? तो ये सब बेसिक सी चीज़ें हैं। नंबर 4 क्या है? दे शुड हैव नॉलेज ऑफ द वेदास। और जो व्यक्ति भी सभा का मेंबर बनना चाहता है, ही शुड बी वेल हैंड इन वेदास, ही शुड बी वेल वर्स्ड ऑफ वेदास, है ना? उसको ज्ञान होना चाहिए वेदों का बेटा। द फिफ्थ कंडीशन इज दे शुड बी वेल वर्स्ड इन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव मैटर्स एंड ऑनेस्ट। ओके, सो दे शुड बी वेल नॉलेजेबल ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ द स्टेट एंड शुड बी ऑनेस्ट बाय नेचर। और क्या है? कि उन सबको एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव अफेयर्स के बारे में ठीक से पता होना चाहिए और उनको ऑनेस्ट होना चाहिए नेचर से. इफ एनीवन हैव बीन अ मेंबर ऑफ हैज बीन अ मेंबर ऑफ एनी कमिटी इन द लास्ट 3 years, ही कैन नॉट बिकम अ मेंबर ऑफ अनदर कमिटी. ठीक है ना. अब देखिए, ये एक पर्टिकुलर कंडीशन और रख दी गई कि सभा के अंदर जो कमिटीज या सब कमिटीज काम कर रही हैं, सो इफ अ पर्सन इज अ मेंबर ऑफ a particular committee since last 3 years, so he cannot be selected as a member of another committee. Suppose that कोई पानी की व्यवस्था करने वाली कमेटी का मेंबर है और लगातार 3 साल से मेंबर है, तो पानी की व्यवस्था करने वाली कमेटी को छोड़ कर किसी दूसरी कमेटी का मेंबर नहीं बनेगा. ओके. एनीवन हु हैज़ नॉट सबमिटेड हिज अकाउंट्स एंड दोज ऑफ हिज रिलेटिव्स कैन नॉट कॉन्टेस्ट द इलेक्शन. और अगर उसने कोई ऐसा व्यक्ति है जिसने अपना अकाउंट सबमिट नहीं किया है, जिसने अपना बैलेंस क्लियर नहीं किया है, जिसने अपने अकाउंट्स को सही से वेरीफाई नहीं कराया है, या उसके किसी रिश्तेदार ने नहीं कराया है, तो बेटा उसके किसी रिलेटिव्स ने नहीं कराया, सो सच अ पर्सन कैन नॉट बिकम अ मेंबर ऑफ सभा. ओके. तो ये बेटा एक इंस्क्रिप्शन है जिसमें ये बताया गया कि चोल राजाओं के काल में, ड्यूरिंग द टाइम पीरियड ऑफ चोला रूलर्स, what were the basic requirements, what were the basic eligibility criteria for being a member of a sabha. ठीक है ना. तो दूसरा क्या है, while inscriptions tell us about kings and powerful men, here is an excerpt from excerpt from the Periya Puranam. Oh, South Indian name it is Periya Puranam. Periya Puranam, a 12th century Tamil work which informs us about the lives of the ordinary men and women. Now, on the above thing, what did we find? We found that what is the criteria to being a member of Sabha. Now, in this lower paragraph, what do we found? We find here that what was the condition of the common people of Chola dynasty. Okay. On the outskirts of Adnor was a small honest of Pulayar, who were Pulayars, Pulayas, a name used for the social group considered outcasted. Okay. Now you must have seen that some people, due to the fear of the upper class of the society, some people start living outside of the society or outside of the village. So they are called outcasts. Okay. And in Tamil or in Chola dynasty, they were be considered as Pulayas. Okay. So in Adnaur was a small hamlet of Pulayas. Of the outskirts of Adnaur. Adnaur is a particular place in South India. So from apart from that village, by the side of that village, there was a small hamlet. Hamlet means a very backward village is called hamlet. Okay. So a small hamlet of Pulayas was available. Okay. Studded with small huts under old thatches and inhabited by agrarian laborers engaged in menial occupations. Okay. So what happened with it? Those persons were living in those areas, and they were, what was their basic work? They used to be laborer. They used to be an agrarian laborer, means the laborer who work in agricultural fields. The laborers who work in agricultural fields is called agrarian laborers. Okay. Engaged in menial occupation, some mean kind of occupation they were related to. In the thresholds of huts covered with strips of leather, little chickens moved about in groups. Dark children who wore bracelets of black iron were pranking about, carrying little puppies. The black children used to carrying some puppies, and used to go from one place to another place, and they used to work in black iron. They wore bracelets of black iron. They used to wear a bracelet of black iron. What was it symbolize? It used to be symbol that they are some black people, or they are some mean type of people. Okay. In the shade of Marudu means Arjuna tree. Okay. It is a particular tree. So in North India it is called Arjun tree. arjun tree, and it gives a very a fruit. It gives us a fruit that is very sure in nature. Okay, so a female laborer put her baby to sleep on the sheet of leather. I mean, now a beautiful description is there that in under the shade of an arjun tree, a female laborer put her baby to sleep on a sheet of leather. There were mango trees from whose branches drums were hanging, and under the coconut palms, in little hollows on the ground, tiny headed beaches lay after whelping. Okay, in this paragraph, the surroundings has been described, that the lady laborer, the where her child was sleeping, her baby was sleeping, around that some mangoes trees were there, some coconut palm trees were also there, and some small beaches, okay, were taking sleep over there. Okay, the red crested cocks crowned before dawn, calling the bravery Pulayar, plural, okay, to their day's work, and by day, under the shade of Kanji tree, spread the voice of wave haired Pulaya women sing as they were husking paddy. Now, another scene had been described here. Pulayar. Pulayar means, that is the plural of their plural word. That is, Pulayar means plural. Okay, so many people used to go here and there. They used to sit under the shadow of Kanji tree, and they used to take rest also. And they can hear easily. They could hear easily the voice of the Pulayar woman singing just from a little bit far from that place, and why they used to sing a beautiful song while they were husking paddy on the field. They were हस्किंग पैडी, मतलब धान लगाते थे खेतों में, पैडी लगाते थे, तो उस समय जो वो वॉइस करती थी. तो दैट इज द डिस्क्रिप्शन अबाउट टुडे अबाउट दिस लैंड ग्रांट. नाउ two questions have been given in blue column. Do you think women participated in these assemblies? In your view, are lotteries useful for the choosing members of committees? Second, were there any Brahmins in this hamlet? Describe all the activities that were taking place in the village. Why do you think temple inscriptions ignore activities? Okay, so if you are able to answer, then answer these questions. Otherwise, leave it. I'll tell you in the class. Okay, if you are able to answer, then you may answer. But if you don't, if you are not able to answer, then leave it. I'll tell you in the class. Okay, so thank you for joining me. Wait for my next video.